Hey, what's up party people? Welcome to the Gentleman's Plate. As you know, there are two types of people in this world. Those who love pineapple on their pizza, and those that are just wrong. Now, if you can't tell, I personally love pineapple on my pizza. In fact, my favorite combination is pineapples, onions, and jalapenos. However, earlier this week, the food world was all abuzz about the next sweet and savory mashup that left the internet divided. And that creation is Boba Pizza. That's right, the folks at 9gag broke the news earlier this week after Instagram user NiniFood0822 blessed us all with these glorious images of these sticky, sweet, chewy bobas all over this pizza. Of course, people had some mixed reactions online, but it was easy to see that people were not having it. Especially Vice. They were hating pretty hard. But honestly, as a fan of both boba and pizza, I have to say I'm really intrigued. And like Twitter user Miss Bae says, I'm obsessed with pizza and obsessed with boba. Please pray for me. I want to try this. Girl, same. And because I want to try this thing so bad, I think we're just gonna have to make it ourselves. Now enough babble about boba. Let's do this. First off, we need a crust. Now, this isn't healthy junk food or threadbanger, and I refuse to break out the stand mixer or mess with yeast. So, I'll be using these pre-made crusts, which are actually really tasty. Feel free to buy or make your own crust as you see fit. Keeping with the lazy-ass theme, I'm just gonna use some pre-made pasta sauce for the pizza sauce. It's kinda the same thing, right? Also, some shredded vegan cheese. This one is from So Delicious. It melts well. I like it. But the star of the show itself are the boba pearls. If you didn't know, they come vacuum sealed in a pack like this. Now, a few things you should know about working with boba. They're very fragile and basically fall apart in your hands. They also need to be placed in hot water. They'll just dissolve in cold water otherwise. They take about an hour to cook, and they need to be soaked in the sugar syrup for an additional hour after that, so you'll need to prepare them well ahead of time. Before you cook them, you'll want to gently break up any clumps so you don't get one giant clump later. This package yields about 2 cups. Once cooked, the boba can be a little bland, but it gets its sweetness from the brown sugar and honey marinade. I try to avoid honey, so I'll just be using a 1/4 cup of this Korean brown rice syrup that I have left over from a vegan Korean fried chicken video I did earlier. You can also use maple syrup, date syrup, corn syrup, or any other type of thick sweetener. But the key flavor is really brown sugar. Try to get your hands on some vegan brown sugar if possible. We're going to use about a 1/4 cup of that as well. And you can add about a tablespoon of water to loosen it all up also. The general rule of cooking boba is 1 part boba to 8 cups water. We kind of want to pretend like we're cooking pasta. So for my 2 cups of boba, I'll need 16 cups of water. Once the water comes to a rolling boil, I'm going to drop in my pearls and stir immediately to prevent them from sticking. We need to stir the pearls right away or else they'll clump up. Reduce the heat to a medium boil and cook it for 30 minutes, stirring occasionally. Alexa, set a timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes, starting now.
After 30 minutes, we want to turn off the heat and let the boba finish cooking in the hot water. Give it a good stir, close the lid, and let it rest for 1 hour. Once the boba has rested, you'll want to carefully strain the pearls and run it under cold water to stop the cooking process. Once cooled, we'll need to add the boba to our brown sugar marinade and mix well. We'll need to let the boba soak for at least 1 hour in the sugar mixture before we can use it.
1 hour later.
Once the boba is marinated, we want to start building the pizza. Apply a few spoonfuls of pizza sauce on your crust and spread evenly, followed by a layer of cheese. Evenly distribute the boba, and then it's pretty much ready for the oven. Now, for the sake of science, we'll also be making a boba supreme pizza with a few extra toppings. For science, of course. Now for this kind of crust, we'll just need to place the pizza on a baking sheet in the center of a preheated oven at 450 degrees, and we'll just bake it for about 8 minutes. When the time's up, we want to set it up to the broiler on high and let it cook for like an additional 1 to 2 minutes. Now, before we cut into this bad boy, you'll want to let it cool for a few minutes so everything has a chance to settle in. After about 10 minutes of resting, she's ready to go. Alright guys, moment of truth. I know it's a little ironic that there's a elliptical machine right there, but we're gonna ignore that, because you know what? I'm doing it for science. And we're gonna go in for the first bite. You guys, this is awesome. I love this. This is totally a win. It's sweet for sure. First thing I taste is the cheese. But then you get the boba that brings in the sweetness afterwards. And it's not too sweet. Honestly, I know a lot of people were calling this a dessert pizza, but really, aside from like a little hint of brown sugar, it's no different than having like barbecue or baked beans, where it's a combination of sweet and savory. So this is actually really good. It's a really good balance. I love how chewy the boba is. And again, it's not overly sweet. All right, now we have to try the supreme. So if you remember, there's tomatoes, onions, green peppers, jalapenos, Kalamata olives, and sun-dried tomatoes. So they got a little bit of everything. Oh, and of course, boba. Here we go. This is so much better. Oh my God. Why are you so good? Why is this so tasty? Like right now my brain is not comprehending this, because the olives are super salty, but the boba like comes in with the sweetness, and it's the chewiness that makes it so interesting and fun to eat. It's really, the boba is chewy. It's retained its chewiness. It's really good. So the brown sugar and the rice syrup give it like this caramelly sweet flavor, which is going really, really well with the olives and the onions and the tanginess of the tomatoes. This is so good. I don't know why we didn't think of this earlier. This is genius. It only makes sense. I love boba, I love pizza, boba on pizza. Like, why didn't we think of this sooner? I have to apologize in advance. I did not intend for this to turn into like a mukbang or ASMR video. It's just so good that I can't even get up to turn off the camera. I just want to keep eating it. So this is the last slice on my plate of the boba original, the boba cheese, vegan cheese. You can keep watching me eat this, but I don't know what you're still doing there. You should go, like, run to the store and buy this stuff. Make this tonight. This is so good. Follow me on Instagram at thegplate and let me know how it turned out. Because whether you want to make it vegan or non-vegan, like, this is something so easy to make. I mean, the hardest part about this whole process is just making the boba. So if you can get that done, then you got yourself boba pizza. But definitely make this soon. This is too good to miss out.